Thinking about moving to Arizona? Everyone online is telling you how amazing it is. You got the sunshine, sunsets, the lifestyle, the wide open spaces. But what they're not telling you might be exactly the reason why you regret moving here. So let's just be honest. So before you sell your house, pack up your life and pack up your bags to head to the desert, let's talk about the 10 reasons you might not like living here in Arizona. Because this move is so big, you don't want to get this wrong at all. I'm Kim Williamson, and I've lived here in Arizona for 36 years, and I have been selling real estate for over the last 2 decades. And I will tell you this right now. I love Arizona. I can't see myself anywhere but in Arizona. But I'm here to tell you this. I'm not here to sell you anything or sell the dream of Arizona, because my clients, I've seen them struggle the most when they are not prepared when they get here. They move here based on the hype and not the reality. And one thing is this, you need to thrive when you get here. They knew exactly what they were doing when they moved to this state, so let's make sure that you know as well. So I'm going to give you the 10 things of why and how you need to be prepared. Number one, the heat is extreme. We have to start there because this is not a joke. It's the number one shocker for most people that move to Arizona. The heat is uncomparable to most other states and most other places. It isn't just hot. This is step outside and oh my gosh, your body is freaking out. You better have sunscreen on. Your skin feels it, your eyes feel it, your energy drops. And yes, you'll hear people say, oh, well, it's a dry heat. Well, let me tell you this. It is a dry heat, but let me put this in perspective for you. This is like an oven. So now here's what most people don't realize. It's not just uncomfortable, it changes how you live. You start parking strategically. You better have gloves so that when you grab the steering wheel, you run errands earlier or later in the day. Everything is not a joke. You don't just pop outside in the middle of the day and think, oh, it's all good because it's hot. And here's the big one. If you have kids, pets, or outdoor activities and lifestyle, you need to plan ahead extremely. You have to plan everything differently. On your dog walks, early morning hikes, late evening barbecues, whatever it may be. Your kids playing outside, same thing. Midday outdoor living in the summertime is questionable and you have to have a plan. It's not happening here. And here's something else people don't realize. Your first summer here is the hardest. I've seen it over and over again with clients relocating here that didn't plan ahead. Their first July, their first August, and part of September is well overwhelming. But here's something that's interesting that happens. By year 2, you seem to start to adapt to what you need to do and how you need to plan your days. You start understanding how to live here, and you plan it out and figure out what your routine needs to be. You stop fighting the heat and you start working with the climate. And that's when it becomes a manageable. All right, number 2, summer lasts longer than you would expect. Now let's build on that because you need to understand we got 3 super hot months. And because it's not just the heat, it's how long it sticks around and how it affects you. And in many parts of our country, summer is a season. Here, it feels like a bit of a stretch. It may start in May, it may start in June, and it really hits hard in July and August. Those are the most intense months, and part of September as well. Still hot. That's a long time to be dealing with some extreme temperatures. And here's where it hits people mentally. You don't get that natural break. There's no quick shift into cool fall. The weather is all kinds of crazy. You go from hot to hot to hotter, and then you're waiting and waiting and waiting for the relief. And then all of a sudden it'll jump right down to the 80s. You never know, and you cannot appreciate it more than ever before, but getting there can feel like a grind. All right, number 3, seasonal varieties is limited if you're someone who loves seasons in Arizona. And it might feel like a little bit one-dimensional, but you're not just those big visual or temperature changes throughout the year. You got to get through it periodically through the year. So no leaves turning colors, no crisp falls, no snowy warm mornings, unless you're driving up north, of course, and then you can go to the ski resorts. And it's absolutely beautiful up there, so you don't feel like you're not having a winter at all. It's more like perfect spring weather. Now, don't get me wrong now when I tell you this. That's one of the biggest reasons people move here. But for others, they start to miss the emotional rhythm of having the 4 seasons, right? You're not going to have that here. It's just not going to happen. That resets your feelings totally, completely. And it's something people don't always think about until they've been here for a while. All right, number 4, cost of living is climbing. And let's talk about money. Let's just be honest. Because Arizona has changed so much and grown so fast that what we used to consider a very affordable state is now kind of shifted. Home prices have increased, demands have increased, and while you can still find value, you need to be strategic and have a plan and be aware. But here's the part that surprises people the most, is the monthly cost of living. You have to calculate your fully monthly cost of living, especially your electricity bill. Okay, your electricity bill is huge, and running your AC 24/7 all day long during the summer is not an option. It is not an option, it is survival. And those bills will rack up if you don't plan ahead. Then layering it into your insurance costs, maintenance costs, those of you that have the HOA fees, certain communities, it all adds up. And let one more layer onto this, because this is where strategy matters. Arizona is still a place where you can win financially. And if you buy smart, you can understand their location and what best fits you. Understanding long-term value and what all comes with that. But even though that, you got to have a plan. You have to have a plan. That's where people get caught off guard, is that they don't have a plan when they move to Arizona. And this is not a guessing game here in Arizona. It requires guidance. It requires strategy. It requires especially a true right now plan. All right, number 5, you will drive, and you will drive a lot. This metroplex is super spread out. And you could live in one part of this valley and have to drive to another part of the valley for your favorite restaurants or your gym or shopping, whatever. It could take 25 minutes to an hour. It doesn't matter. That's normal here. And because everything is so spread out, driving is a major part of your routine. Now, roads are generally easy to navigate because we have great freeway systems. Parking is easier than a lot of places that you go to, and you just have to be strategic when it comes to it. Timing as far as being in your car, if you're driving a truck. We don't have walkability. There's no quick access, anything like that. Something like having buses and public transportation is not there. All right, number 6. Let's talk about the public transportation, because it is not here in Arizona. This goes hand in hand with driving. Arizona is built for cars, and you have to drive yourself around. Public transportation exists, but it's something like most places that you would think on a daily basis. It's hoping that the subways, it will get you there. No. Buses, train stations, not very much. You're driving. Every day you're driving. That means gas. That means wear and tear in your vehicle. That means maintenance. That means time spending commuting. So if you're coming from a city where you didn't need a car, you're going to have one here. This feels like a major lifestyle shift. All right, number 7. All right, our windstorms, they're crazy. Well, they're called waboobies, and they will surprise everybody. Dust storms, also known as the waboobies, and they say the storms are crazy because the dust will overtake you. They move across the desert like crazy. It can go from clear skies to low visibility in seconds. And if you're driving when this hits, be careful. You need to pull over, turn your lights on, do everything they tell you, and it's not something to mess with. It doesn't happen all the time. It's not consistent by any means, but when they do happen, you have to make a plan and have prepared strategies of how you deal with it. Cleaning off the dust of your truck is one thing. Cleaning off the dust of a boobie is a whole nother. All right, number 8. Part of the environment you are living in is the desert, and that comes with desert wildlife. Now again, this does not mean you're surrounded by dangerous animals, but it does mean that you need to be aware of the importance of them. Okay, so scorpions are probably the biggest thing. Are they going to kill you? No, but you need to be aware of them because they can make you sick. You don't want to get bit by one. Not because they're everywhere, but because they can show up unexpectedly. And then the other thing is when we got snakes, we got coyotes, we got javelinas. Depending on the area you're in, you need to be prepared for the wildlife that Arizona has. Location matters, and where you live within Arizona will determine on how much experience that you will with our wildlife. So this isn't about fear, it's about being informed. All right, going into number 9, look and feel of Arizona landscaping. It's different. It's different from everywhere. We have desert landscaping, but it's clean, it's simple, it's low maintenance, but it's very different from what many people are used to seeing. If you're coming from somewhere that's lush, has greenery, rolling mountains with grass everywhere, this can feel like a big shift for you. And yes, you can have grass here, but you can also have trees here too. But you have to create the environment different because it comes with the higher water usage. More water usage, higher costs. And more maintenance that you have to do, the more it's going to cost you. So if you really come down to what is in value and what is important to you, keep that in mind. All right, number 10, if you have adapt to the lifestyle, this is one that ties together with everything. With Arizona, it requires adaptation. You don't live here the same as you do with other states. You have to shift with the seasons. You have to accommodate. You have to adapt with the summers. More indoor living, more outdoor living in the winters. The mornings, the evenings, you have to just adapt to what's going on with Arizona. And when Arizona shines, it is amazing. That is when everything comes alive. Outdoor dining, events, hiking, riding horses, communities, bike riding, it doesn't matter. It's incredible. And let me say this, the people who love Arizona the most are the ones who lean into the lifestyle, adapt to the seasons, and don't fight it. They don't complain about the heat nonstop. They just adjust. And that's just part of Arizona. They build routines around our seasons. And they're the most incredible winters ever. You got 9 months of beautifulness. They travel in the summer when they can, get out of the heat. They create rhythm that works best for them. And once you do that, Arizona becomes a completely different experience for you. The expectations versus reality and the gap gets narrowed down. It is real. Let me give you something that doesn't get talked about very often. This is a state that needs to be adjusted to. People struggle with it the most, but the heat can be adjusted. You can accommodate your timeline. It's not always the cost. It's a gap between what they thought that Arizona was and what they can accommodate themselves to adjust their time. Because most people move here after seeing the sunny skies, the sunny photos, the sunsets, the palm trees, all that, the perfect weather, they build this picture in their head that what life is going to feel like. But here's the truth. Life is real here in Arizona. It doesn't look like a vacation. It's not. Real life looks like running errands at 112 degrees, sitting in traffic at 5 p.m., and it's going no miles an hour, managing a higher electric bill in the summertime, adjusting your schedule around the heat. And if you come in with this wrong expectation, that adjustment can feel bigger than it actually is. But if you come in prepared, you will love this state. And if you understand the rhythm of Arizona, that same lifestyle can feel amazing. And that's the difference. All right, in closing of this video, here's the bottom line. Arizona is not for everyone, but that's okay. No place is, right? But the goal isn't to find a perfect place. It's to find the right place for you. Make it to where it's not a deal breaker for you. One person might not even matter if they care about the heat, but some other people actually care. And what feels like a challenge at first might become something you completely adapt over time. And Arizona can offer you that. Incredible winters, 9 months of beautifulness, strong opportunity, beautiful communities, a lifestyle that a person can love. It has to be the right person. Is this hard to beat? No, I love it. 36 years of my life. But with your eyes wide open, you're thinking about moving to Arizona. Don't just rely on Google. Don't rely on the YouTube videos. Talk to somebody that actually lives it, breathes it, and loves it. And see if every single day can reach out to you and be something that you can do. My team and I will give you a full, real guidance of what Arizona means to you and what the real expectations you can see, and help you make a decision that actually makes sense for you and your life. I'm Kim Williamson with Williamson Real Estate, keeping it real with you. Do what you love what you do.